Hello everyone, my name is Dash and welcome back to Danganronpa. Last episode I did some investigation and we found pretty much nothing really useful. Is that we did confirm the fact that you can't control Monokuma and you can't watch the student at the same time. Anyways, I was lost last episode because I was like, where do I go now? And so I'm looking around, right? And last episode I was like, we need to check out the second floor dorms. And so I had no clue how to get there. I did get on there and I was like, it's not correct. I'm looking at these stairs right now and they were always locked. And if it is these ones, then I'm stupid. Okay, the gate's open. I am stupid. Alright, they were right there. I just have no idea how I didn't notice that last time, but the floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. To do what? Oh my god. There's blood on the floor. That's like, what the heck happened here? This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. No, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. That is, what the heck? There's blood. That's not a happy thing. Oh my god. There's like rocks everywhere. I don't know. Okay, I can fit in here. Oh my. That was somebody's room. There's so much blood. What the hell? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Why would you even keep that around? You know? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of the bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. I want to see. Okay, well, there's nothing here, I guess. Can't go. Is this the room I was just in? I guess. Actually, there's something else here. Nope, there isn't anything. Okay, let's just leave. Can I see that on the map? I do want to see myself. Okay, there's Kyoko, headmaster's private room, and there is locker room. Okay, so we have something to check. There's Kyoko. I was looking out for her. Okay, let's just go check. What is this? Why is there a... What's his name? Giraffe. Okay. What? Okay. This room was filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope Speak students who came before us. The class before ours. Ours must have used these lockers. Okay, but why is the place so like torn apart? Oh my god, do I have to check every single one of these? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. I bet I'm gonna go through all of this. Like, I don't know how to open that. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader inside of the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader. And then... Excuse me, no luck. Maybe only the locker owners can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay, so that goes to all the lockers, or... I don't think the locker's gonna open. Okay. Am I just wasting my time? I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed. That must be how you get. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader. All you have to use your handbook. So that's me. We'll just give it a try. Take out my handbook, and then no lock. Maybe only the locker owners. But like, there's no point in this room then if I can't open anything. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. If you're just gonna give me coins, that's just not it. I can't imagine any way to get the locker out, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. I can't even judge it. I thought there was another one. Okay, never mind. Oh, what if we open this locker? Nope, no. There's a code reader installed with the house. Well, it's pretty similar to the quad. You have to use your hand, but that's not new. Damps now locked with the locker owners, which means none of us. I wonder if I can open this. No apply. There's a card reader. Let's see how you can throw space. What's a card? Okay, well, I can't open anything. Okay, let's. No lock. Let's do these one. It looks like the locker's already broken. Okay, sure. Okay, well, no lock. I'm just gonna leave. I can't do anything in that room. Where's the... Is this the secret headmaster's room? Looks like it. Too fancy. Really fancy. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
This is the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? I regret? What regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something that probably shouldn't bother her. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Oh, there's a hidden door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze.
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yeah, so easy. I'm not sure you call that a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know, it is probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his past paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his past. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Okay, well... What else can I look at? See? There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. I wanted to sneeze, but no. Excuse me. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though. Excuse me. There it goes. There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points into some kind of a group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst source of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever little we can get out our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea had never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well...
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. If if he tries it, that's well. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Hiragiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Ah! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! She's not surprised at all.
why?
Kyoko? What the hell, dude? Whatever, you're welcome. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. You're welcome. Without me, you could have never opened that door. Kyoko? You're welcome. A present? Oh my god. So that room was like for her because you can see the picture and that's present is for her, I'm guessing. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in this room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The present. The present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Open it. I don't want to touch it. There's a brightly colored box there. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising? Probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'd be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream at anything, okay? Are you saying something that would make me want to scream? Some, like, stuffed animal that's creepy. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hook of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I left out a trembling cry. Oh my god. It's not a stuffed animal, that's cool. Why? Whose school is that? Is that her dad? What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright and joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Yeah. What the hell? That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. But why? Why is he in the box? And why is it like such a... Why? Or at least, what's left of him? Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It is possible and likely that he's somewhere in the school right now. Zero players approach and number came a hunt, and here's a hint, I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of the high school students are the only people to take a single step in House Peak since the killing game began, to 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
That most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption. Anyway, as Kyoko displayed her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked at the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. Excuse me, I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to make her hopes speak, I had revealed myself to the school. I didn't know it was something a Shukirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. Oh, there's a painting. Oh, that picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like that. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why what? I wanted to face him all to tell him myself, to cut him all out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo Kyoko and headmaster. There is letters, I'm guessing, kind of. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook on the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? Kyoko.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it only inconveniences you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Wow. Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe the picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. Sorry.
Anyway...
Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Oh, okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Okay, what do I do now? Is she really okay? Kyoko must have been complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me to find out what happened to the headmaster. There is no doubt the mastermind performed the evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The only Hope Speak staff, the one who financed the plan to isolate you, was the Hope Speak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It's possible likely that's still somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Oh my god, it's very blatant, bro, which I know, but okay, enough points anyway. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 60% of all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step at home speak since the killing game began with those 16 students. How long? How many times do I have to read that again? 15 of us met in the main hall and Mokura to the mix, and you get 16. Add Mikura to mix. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she are undeniably dead. Even she's. So the ones that still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Kitoko, Hina, and Kyoko. Yeah. And only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. Then there has to be some other way. There just has to be. Why? Okay, what do I do now? Has to be why? What do I do? Oh my god, I don't know what to do, Loki. Actually, I don't know what to do anymore. This is just so confusing. Can I go check the bodies now? Kyoko, can you go help me check the bodies, please? There's still things I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some more time. Okay, then what do I do now? I've been everywhere here. Okay, there's nothing much I can do. Now what? He's just gonna shoot me away. Okay, let's go check the bio lab. I don't know. Where's Hiro? I'm gonna check, but I don't know how to open this thing. Well, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Where's this? Can I check the locker again? There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. I'm gonna clear it here, but it was just the mastermind attempt to find Kyoko. Yeah. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. Dude, did you get anything? Well, was there everything? I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay. Nothing I can get here. Then there's nothing I can do here too. Where's Hiro? He's probably sleeping in his room or something. Actually, don't know what to do anymore. I'm losing it. I might actually stop to explore myself a little bit. But I feel like I've been everywhere, and like the only rooms, like that was the only thing that I had to check is the second floor. Like I've been everywhere else. I've been to the headmaster though, unless let's go speaking near to him. Maybe if he doesn't say anything, then I don't know. Yep. There's nothing he could say. What's in here? Data center. That's not much I can do. Data center. There's nothing I can do. Well, I'm gonna stop here. Well, I'm gonna pause a little bit. So give me like 1 second. I'll explore myself and see what I can figure out. But I will be right back. You know, after everything I have looked, the only possible way is to look at the locker room again because of the I'm supposed to be here, but like for what reason? So maybe I should go check every single locker again. Which ones can I do? What if we open this locker? Oh, no, no blocks. There's a card reader. I mean, no lock. Maybe the locker can open which means. Wait, but what about that Adventure's handbook found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one try. I mean, yeah. Okay, that one. Beep. Alright, just want it. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, so that one isn't true. I can imagine you went to get the suckers. Okay. We took the emergency handbook and ran across the card reader and looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we got inside. Nope, don't say anything that could be a clue. Okay, I took the emergency handbook. Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty, but there's something. What is that? There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose is it. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Excuse me, it looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly. Like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Excuse me, huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze while I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. Viriri or something? There's a plan to turn Hope Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to one of them who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of a country or world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for our new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Is that Kyoko? This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocket belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Unless, I decided to talk to the one who came up with the idea directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, and scrawled. Despair walks among us. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could that possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, so we survive. There's a second despair. What does that even mean? Is that all? Can I leave? Maybe I should look around a little more. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I need to check every single locker there is. It looks like which lockers are open? I took the emergency and looks like the locker open. Now let's see what I got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. There's a middle plan locker, really? Okay. I can imagine. Okay. I took the emergency handbook and ran. Beep. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. Wow. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Is this... I forgot his name. But it looks like... This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball. No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Yeah. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I'm to assume whoever stuffed this didn't do a lot of studying. That I can really talk. Trying to act as casual as natural as possible, I picked up one notebook I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness it might have had evaporated. Hero. What? Yeah, so Hero, whatever his name is, but that is Hero. There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro. I'm not even gonna butcher that name. Is this our? The notebook also contained large numbers of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker number has been answered. Sure, that is insane. What else can I check here? Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? Uh-huh. It's just a coincidence, right? Dude, you just saw his name. What do you mean coincidence? Is that it? But the more I see, the less it makes sense, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are the things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to a hero, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. Okay, I can leave this. Then, oh my, trial already?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Dude, not really. Just messing me up.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
The gym. What? Now he wants to give us a hint. It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But I didn't know that. He said to go to the gym, right? Oh, just teleports me to the gym. Oh, it could be a trap immediately. Oh, Hero. Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go out. Oh, it's something about me. It's something about me. It's something about, like, Makoto. It's something about to do with Makoto, and everyone's gonna be, like, scared of Makoto. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? It has to do something about me. Oh my god. How am I the only one? Like, where's the others? But, like, sure, here was the only ones here. So maybe, like, we're gonna be in order. And I'm gonna be, like, faced against somebody.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope. That one? This must be the envelope. It's like 1, 2, 3, 7 squares? I can't really see them. Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Okay, who am I seeing? I'm seeing everybody, and I'm seeing, is that Mukuro? But not me. I don't see myself in it. Everyone has a school uniform, you know. So how the heck? So everybody was a student here before, but I wasn't. What? It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who would come to Hope Speak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. That's Mukuro. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, isn't true? I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Kusawa. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. They were all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like that. We? Where am I? Where's Hiro? I don't see Hiro. Hiro? What am I talking about? I don't see myself. I don't see Makuro. Is he like really obvious? I don't see myself in it. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Yeah, I'm not in the picture. That's what I'm telling you. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to the junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at the Hope Speak Academy. It's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But in this picture, if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling? So lightly of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna do?
I'm kind of getting the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. What? I told you I'm not feeling any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That would be totally out of the left field. Okay. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the show bullet section of the handbook. What does that even mean? So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. But where do I go now? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, well, just, you know, let's go ask people, I guess. What do we have first? Whoever I see first usually tells me people. There he is. He's in another room, that's where. Archive. How do I get here? How do I get to archive? Through library, right? Okay. Well, what you gotta say? He's gonna be like, no, it's fake, mama. I don't remember that. And they got like, oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think you could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
See? Look. You know what he did? You know what Monokuma did? He probably photoshopped everyone. So, he gave Byakuya a picture, right? And it's everyone but Byakuya. Like, I'm in that picture. And so, when he gave it to Hiro, there was everyone but Hiro. So I was on his space, you know? Maybe that's... I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Why is everyone avoiding me? I feel like that dude is just making us like... avoid each other. Like Byakuya got... But I don't know. That's just weird. Why me? Why everyone hates me? Like, why me? Dude, please. No, bro. Wrong thing. You. Hey, hero. Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No, sir, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Yo, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Dude, like everybody else. Literally like everybody else. Is there a person? There must be. Excuse me. I decided to visit the Biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there, oh my god, was her passed out again. Huh? Toko. Why is she here? Oh, the dead body. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? How the hell did she open that? It's cold, it's super cold, it's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. While I was asleep, I must have peed it again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, never mind. Hot and bothered, straight up porn. Okay. So, why'd you pass out? I don't know. I was thinking it was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morse? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bees, we share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separated. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh, no, it's more like half. Okay. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Sure, took a shot off. Her ear lottery could behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Janus a joke anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. What a total thing. There's gotta be some reason for it. The body, look at this. The fridge, it's open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. I know. Yeah.
I knew.
I suspected as much. And Tucker must have looked inside the fridge, seen what wasn't there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Janice and Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukura's body is in here. Mukura's corpse? Mukura's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now we can finally get a good look at the body. No, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it. How about you measure? How about you measure that thing? Because I wanted you to measure. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement we made earlier. Ah, you meant the one about a hand or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can't solve the mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay. I should ask her about the group photo. Oh, after she's into. Don't let me interrupt the investigation. What is that?
because
Okay. Nothing new. Now what do I do? I can't leave them where they are right now. Wrong bottom, left side. It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when something is there, the blue light comes out. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuros, there's 9 in all. 9 lights. My lab has been updated. Okay, sure. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Yeah, no shit. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, you had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated. Okay, Makaro, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that his stomach would have blown to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really, the burned tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were however dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been stuck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
What does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the medical file said is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it look like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the medical file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Monoko herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of the many.
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Sure.
hey,
So if there's anything else you would like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Muker's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
Bar foods are just 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remember that all? They're all indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed,
And don't forget about the thundering tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Her victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Kusawa. That's sad. Mukuro Kusawa.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad when we get out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive. You know that. It's a required planning. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to your separate investigation, yeah? Oh, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. You know, if I don't do it now... Go on. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
Indeed.
I do, yeah. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in Headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belonging to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in that locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything's finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. And to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the Headmaster handbook, that way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I should have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it all makes sense. A DVD. And it says a class 78 urgent interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of us this makes sense right now. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue in this DVD. Okay.
Makoto.
Oh, now it's my turn. You have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble.
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangement I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the question I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, and all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if I have found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whenever that truth serves justice or suffering. Whenever it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much what I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Okay, leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'm gonna get going myself. I got the DVD from Clubhouse and I'll head back to the ABU room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hope is truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be about like people being in the school, being students beforehand. But like, I don't know why it doesn't matter so much. Where was the DVD room at? I don't remember where it was. Is there that? No. It's not here either. Is that it? Yeah. How do I get here? Okay, well... Where was it? I'm telling you, it's gonna be something about like life of them being in a school together, and it's just, but why me? Why am I here? Like, how do I fit in the picture? They should be able to play DVD just fine. Well, they're not there. Take a look. They took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Okay. Oh my god. It said that he was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen or started until black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. There she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was in the male position on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka-tan's face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made a total sense who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school. Accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Well, you're dead, and she's dead. What? As the phone cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up to now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat thinking about it, I noticed the sunlight. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's me. Yep. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossible, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like that.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
What choice?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Dude, what? Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yaka. Toka. Hina. everyone, they all said that they agreed to live in the school forever, and then Mukuro? Oh no, Kyoko. Kyoko! Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with him, with the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy, her father, and when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, it looks like it broke, out of service. Well, it just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Not bad when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut the power out on purpose. Well, whatever. That's kind of funny. Not funny, but it was funny. Not time for funny, but you know. Even if I watched the whole thing, I'd just be more of the same. He asked them the question and they would all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on its own, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forgot all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It's too much, too convenient. A convenient outcome, something that seemed too obvious, worked in favor of the mushroom. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or the DVD had been updated. Trial?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
I'm not ready at all. Wow, dude. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then, this is the end. And I will stop right exactly here. I'm not really ready. I'm really confused about why would that, like, you know, the guy made us say all that, like, yeah, accept. What's the point of us accepting to live here? Like, what was like, oh, we have no other chance. Like, I don't have another chance, he said. But what chance? But what? I think I kind of think he said that somewhere about, like, you have to like keep the people below, whatever. So that's what he agreed. But at the same time, why would they knock him? Why would they knock people out for them in order for them to forget everything? And why is he dead? Why are we killing each other? How did it all turn out? Did it get like... You know, I'm too tired. I'm tired. It's only 11. Okay, it's not that bad. But I really am tired. And, but I hope you enjoyed for as long as it was. I'm kind of sad that it's already last trial, as there will be. But I think it lasts like 3 hours, and I only have like 2 more episodes of this game, maybe 3. Depends how long that'll take them. But too many questions. I hope they answer some in the trial. But for now, if you enjoyed, now we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.